Hello, today we are going to cover the exercise called hundreds in the Pilates work with the focus on osteoporosis and osteopenia. I have been diagnosed with osteopenia, so my Pilates looks a little bit different now than it did a year ago. So the thing that we don't do is we don't do a lot of curling forward. We don't want to put excess pressure on the spine and put it in a pull against gravity while being in that position. So hundreds, as many of you know, is the first exercise of the mat series. And because this is March Madness month, typically everyone is covering the whole mat program. I'm just going to cover a few of the basic ones, but with an osteoporosis focus. So if you've been doing Pilates safely for years and your core is extremely strong and you aren't at a lot of risk, you can probably continue to curl forward to a degree. But I find, because I like to be on the safer side, is I like to fold up a blanket and sort of a ramp, right? So the top, this end's going to be a little bit higher, so that when I lie down, my shoulders and my head are supported, but I'm in a slight upper abdominal curl. So I'm not going to crunch forward past that. I'm just going to rest myself, and we could assume a somewhat mild position for the legs. But if you haven't been doing Pilates, I'd actually like to stick a little bit more with that. But if you haven't been doing Pilates, I would suggest that you stay on the mat and allow yourself to be flat. If you've got sort of a rounded kyphotic shaped spine, and when you lay there your head is sort of off, then put something behind you so you can lay comfortably straight in your back. And I'm going to do my best not to try to like hunker down to the floor. I'm just resting on it, and I'm not going to change my shape. I'm going to engage my core in a way that helps me stay stable versus really changing anything. I can leave my legs down. I can start to pump my arms because that's going to make my body want to move. And I'm going to hold this steady while I pump my arms. And I'm going to breathe in for 5 counts and breathe out for 5 counts. Breathe in and breathe out. If you're like, I could use a little more challenge, we're going to bring our legs up into a tabletop position. They can be extra close to you if you need that. Breathe in and breathe out. Try not to move your torso. Taking your legs to the tabletop will make it a little more challenging, but if it's really pulling on your back, then you've got to bring them closer. Your legs could even go straight up. I'm not counting. It should be 10 full breaths. And then we'll have you relax. You can rest the arms down. You can set your legs down, and then we'll bring you up. Safe way to come up, turn to your side and push yourself up. So that is the hundreds. And the next blog post will be on adaptions for the roll up. I look forward to seeing you then.